Hello boys, my name is Kuliyoshi, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on a Switch. This is with the Japanese voices enabled, of course. In the last video we left off doing a couple of our storyline, and I forgot to mention, yes, Nia became a blade and is now a fully capable fighter in blade form. So I'm actually gonna show that off for the first time. To make that work properly, I think we need to include Rex and switch his order to the lead, and on top of that, I need to change Rex's blade setup. So yes, Rex is able to now engage Nia as a blade, and we never got to fully show that off, so we're gonna show that off in the best way possible. First by doing other effects and also a lot of other stuff. And from one of the other battles, we've already gotten the key affinity level 2. As a blade, she has access to the following stuff: Water Mastery, Forestry, and Fortitude as abilities. And has ability effects and certain items that requires us to chain attack. And she's mostly a healing blade, similar to her original form. Starting here, we're gonna actually get some extra quests. Thunder will face Vefria, don't you think so? I've read about it, but the real thing is something else. I feel so free to nature and the weather. I came here with my girlfriend, and it really did wonders us. See, your father is just like you guys, a real go-getter, capable as anything. But that puts him in such high demand he hardly finds time to meet up with his daughter. I mean, what can you do, right? He's our only living family, and I can tell it gets to her sometimes. It makes sense. Anyways, since you all look so capable, I was wondering if I could talk to you about something. I wanted to propose to my girlfriend here in Vefria, but I might need some help. Would you mind? All I need is a special precious stone and also safe passage to a place with a romantic kind of mood. Simple, right? I don't think this job the Zikaner can't handle. Thanks so much. Let's deal with the rock first. It's for the engagement ring, you see. My buddy digitally told me about these brilliant white gems called pulsa stones. Apparently they only come from this one specific cave in Tantal. What's the name of it? Pipildos Han or something? My original plan was to go back to Uria, work hard and save up, but then bet digitally to sell me one, but I don't think there is a better time to pop that question right now. So anyways, it's a bit far. That's not gonna stop a go-getter like you, is it? Like, can you help me out? Understood. I'm at a turning point in my life, but don't worry, I won't be stingy with the reward either. Go get him. I wanted to pick this quest up really quick, but I'm not gonna set as my active, as there's a different one I want to use right now. I'm just gonna go here, and you know what? I want to at least show off in combat and not waste a lot of time. So, remember this unique monster? Yeah, we're gonna fight him now. We're gonna see what he has. So, this doesn't change much in terms of the other damage setup. Main thing it does change is it essentially changes Rex from attacker into healer. So now Rex is almost exclusively a healer. That's fine though. Zeke and Morytha are still pretty strong right now, so we can more than handle it. This is actually our first time being a somewhat healer class. Of course, we are still missing our main blade here. In case you don't remember, yes, Rex is still without his favorite blade, which is Pyra, what he typically uses. So, because of this, it's a bit easier. Okay, this guy is actually tough. Right. Oh, speaking of which, I'm probably gonna have to get her some experience. Okay, let's do a rank 4 with her, because that's the first thing we do. Obviously, I feel like now. And yes, I did that because, like, what better way to show off a new blade than to immediately go in and use its hardest hitting special right off the bat, because that's what you do nowadays. We've gone with a weaker opponent because I don't know how strong this blade is yet. Okay, tempting as it is to keep it for a while, I do still want to build up some extra effects. So we're gonna switch blades twice here to very quickly get to rank 3. And try to mash the button to switch back. Oh, we could actually do a Dark Tide instead. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do a Dark Tide instead. We haven't seen Dark Tide at all. Okay, that did a bit. Let's do Volt next. Okay, this one actually requires water, which is actually perfect for us. That means whenever we finish this, we can get electrosynthesis finally. Most of this kind of mirrors Nia's Dromart, except with extra healing and an even better healing move. Okay, let's get them at the level 4. If they're still alive, I'm gonna chain attack then. Oh. For this. Right. We need to use this first. Went for that first. We're gonna use light on Dart next. And fire on water. There we go. Rock does more damage at this point, so we're gonna use him. Then use Koren. Alright. Flame is his weakness, so we'll use this. Okay, that did a lot. switch over to Nia. Why not? Never seen her level 3 special. Okay, her level 3 special has the extra effect of healing us. Let's do Pandoria's level 3 next. Doing a lot of necessary damage to this guy, but to be fair, we waited a long time to challenge this unique monster. I figure now's better time than ever to show off Nia's powers as a blade. I think we did good. And off the handout. And and we knocked him out of the air there. Into the clouds, see you go, buddy. Alright, and that also gave us a lot of ability unlocks on other characters. Obviously, as a blade, she'll be useful for certain things, so I wanted to do it before. It's just I thought she was more useful as, like, directly healing, but hey, it's fine because this actually gives me a reason to bring Rex back into the party, which hasn't been seen for a while. Speaking of which, Rex is going to get very important soon enough, so until I figure out something else, I am actually going to give Rex a couple of setting items. So because he doesn't have the typical regular setup, I'm actually going to give him the same setup that Nia typically has. Which, since Nia doesn't like the other item, Rex doesn't like the specific item I want, I'm instead going to do Narcipur Jelly and Whisper Quarter. And she likes that, apparently. It's good to know. Now, if we want another ability, we can do the special trick again. I'm so glad I found out about it. That trick is so busted, just being able to spam pouch items to instantly get an item you're looking for. That helps out a ton. Okay. Let's check arts. It's been a while since I've checked them. I will say, farming up weapon points is quite difficult in this game. Whereas before, you had strategies with other stuff and level gaining in the original version. In the original game, that could just easily give you what you need. Now, it's actually pretty difficult to do in this game. It actually more or less feels like an actual grind. Which is not fun, in a way. I would go for more, but I'm waiting until after I'm done the frickin' storyline to do anything else. Because the storyline probably doesn't require much. Keep in mind, this is not technically a 100% run. This is just a run that I'm extending to ensure I have extra safety before attempting to battle any bosses. Unfortunately, they don't seem to... Alright. Oh, these are the clues that I mentioned before that we had to do before, actually. Left behind clue, this is what we had to examine for the quest. Ah, it doesn't show the thing. Then we'll just have to look at it ourselves. With focus level 2, we almost get it done on the first try. But, nope. Not quite. So we're gonna have to switch out one of our character's blades. So of course we're gonna look at field skills to see which one can work. You do not have keen eye. Let's see here. You do not have keen... Oh wait, no. It's focus, simply. This is another one, by the way, that would probably be done a lot easier if we had Pyra, because Pyra automatically comes with that skill, so we don't have to worry about that, but... Botany, Ancestry. Ugh. This is actually so annoying. I don't think we have, with this effect active, we actually don't have any skills to be able to focus. In fact, because of that, we have to make Nia into a driver again, just to get this one thing done, because I think all of our remaining abilities and stuff require Nia to be a driver. Now, typically in the regular playthrough, yes, I will almost always make Nia a driver, because... However, there's have skills that can only be gotten here. Oh. Whoops. Okay, here he has focus. Okay, well, thankfully I know what to do to fix that, because our merc group is about to come back, I think. Or two of them. Oh wait, one of them hasn't come back. Okay, this is great. This is a classic that seems to happen quite a bit. I don't have certain characters and then aren't able to do stuff because it happens to require a field skill I just don't happen to have, or don't have someone in the party that can do that. Like, see, he has focus, no problem, but the rest of Nia's team does not have focus. Okay, forget that. You can see lots of stuff is getting messed up. You see, lots of stuff is getting messed up because we don't happen to have the right party with us. It's been quite a problem that we've had to deal with for quite a bit. So, yeah, in case you're wondering, yes, we are going to probably actually go back and do the storyline again. Sorry, anybody who wanted to do the ever storyline thing yet, but we do really seriously need Pyra for a lot of these quests. I think, of course, being a blind playthrough, I didn't know Pyra would have gone away this early, otherwise I would have done all of the quests. Of course, I couldn't have done all of them without unlocking Tantal, so at the very least I had to go to there, barely. And then complete Chapter 7, but then... Actually, to figure this out, I need to actually turn this off on purpose. Because whenever you deactivate the class, there's a thing that says Hardy Dock Level 2 and head for the Cliffs of Morytha. Oh yeah, that's right. We have to go to Hardy Dock Level 2. Which is right here. Now I remember where to go. Most of that was just to get Nia some extra Serans as a blind. Alright, well, we're going in, and I think for this whole video, unless it's almost a hard requirement, I'm gonna use Rex with Nia as a blade. Lady Morag, we've been accepting you. I've heard You have heard my business here, I presume. We require passage to Cliffs of Morytha. Yes, ma'am, the preparations are complete. Doubt this will be an easy voyage. Are you sure you're up to it? Absolutely, ma'am. Because of His Majesty the Emperor, only the finest of sailors have been gathered for this assignment. I'll have to thank him for that later. Well then, shall we depart? As you wish. So yeah, there's yet another new area. The Cliffs of Morytha. This is also required for some of the other quests at some point, so we need to unlock that. Oh, here's a quest. Let's get it. Hey, need to talk. DB sisters from Laura's Trade Guild follow you here on commission from our Ardenari. Thinking about it, it's obvious that only potential customers crazy enough to come here is you. This is all big scam, for reals? Could tell that friends burdened with very important something. So DB will graciously let you off if you help Divily with the crest. Let's help details. You to collect sellable items from the Cliffs of Morytha. From here, very rare in other countries, so DB sisters will rake in monies. Then DB could get your deception. Got it? Oh, I see. It's DB's first time here, so not exactly what to look for. Just pick up anything that looks valuable. Leave to the Zekenair. Thanks, friends. The Cliffs of Morytha make surefire profit in our countries, so DB accept anything you find. Oh, this is one of those quests again, and he follows us around while we have it active. Please buy our accessories. They could save lives. When a blade is the opposing danger. Of course, I'm very new to this game, so I don't know which ones are best. Damage dealt to higher level enemies, this would typically normally be a bit more valuable. It's not quite as valuable though. I'm still gonna buy like exactly one now. Oh, this one has a lot of stuff. But Stench, okay, resistance to Stench might actually be pretty decent because Stench is a really annoying status. If I get trolled by that, I could just equip one on everyone and just have them constantly resist it. She's already pretty strong. Yeah, just as a blade, she gets lots of stuff. Okay, this is a big boost to her. I find it crazy that the spear chip, the oob chip, is lesser than the spear chip. If you're wondering why we're equipping it one at a time, that's because it's better that way. Okay, our quit rate goes way down if we use that. So this is like a glass cannon thing. We don't get a lot of crits, but it increases our auto attack range. But at what cost? This one makes our block rate skyrocket for the roof. But I think damage is more important right now, so I'll apply that to him for now. You just need as much damage as we can. Oh. Okay, this is fair enough, and it still keeps the block rating. We'll get you this, then. Alright. Cora might actually be just fine with her weapon right now. You can get this because you will keep the block rating if you do, so that's good. You will obviously want takes to have as much block rating as possible so they take less damage from their attacks. Speaking of which, let's get Poppy QT some more block. This one actually reduces block, but This one is actually not that much of a decrease for 6%, but our auto attack damage goes up. So I think this one is actually more worth it than anything. Alright. Just making sure we're over-prepared. Oh, sure enough, good thing we did that, because we may or may not be forced into a battle here. But anyways, this is the Cliffs of Morytha. Oh, okay, it's just a cutscene of that. Showing that off.
ここがモルスの断崖。そうだ。朽ちたアルスが漂う場所だ。
思い出した。以前メツが言ってたの聞いたことがある。世界中の近道なんだって。
ならやはり。
スモ。この先に必ずホムラが。
Yeah, we still need to save Pyra. Oh my goodness, the scream already. Oh my goodness, that save is freaky in Japanese. She sounds really scared, actually, quite a bit. Oh. And yes, I am keeping the Unblade forward for this whole video because I think it makes more sense for the storyline right now, and also I want to show her off somehow. But we have to hurry! I have a bad feeling about this. Oh boy. Whoa, he just appeared in front of him. Goodness, Mel's, can you stop being mean for once? Alright, we have to find items. Just a little bit for now. Alright. Alright. The enemies are starting to actually keep up with our level, so we're gonna maybe battle this guy, because why not?
オンに切る。ハイドロブラスト。セイバーアームシェイク。ザクロ。俺も同じ気持ち。リデンプション。
Die.
畳みかける。対人撃。俺たちは誰も止められない。
大きに
いいぞ、指示されたし。ハイドロメロブラスト。セイバースラー。受けてみろ。
Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, I am still trying to skip some of the enemies, but the enemy wanted a serving of death, so I gave him the death he wanted. So yeah, we did that. Obviously, we need more abilities on some of our characters. Be nice to unlock them. Alright. So yeah. We gave that enemy what he wanted, and now we're moving on. See if we can avoid all the other ones. Of course, there are some enemies I won't be able to take out right away. Oh no. And yes, I'm intentionally leaving on enemy aggression because I want it to be similar to the original game, otherwise it just doesn't feel right. At least for the storyline, I'm doing that. Initially, I left it off when it was, like, absolutely necessary for a quest, like, when there's, like, really high-level monsters around. Alright. I've never passed...
何か思い出のものでもあった？
済んだぜ。あとはサタヒコに調整させているマルサネスのあれとリンクすれば全て完了だ。
聖杯は？
ありゃもう聖杯でもなんでもない。ただの。
Oh, his crystal is complete now. I just realized, as you see, now his crystal looks complete, which means he accomplishes evil goals, which is not good.
さあ、来いよ、サーペント。これは。抜け目がねえな。本能で攻撃するよう自立命令を打ち込まれてやがったか。
He has his own attacking stick.
それを知っていたから素直に俺たちの元に。だ
Oh.
がな、命令は書き換えりゃいいんだぜ。
Oh my. Let's keep going.
自信か。
こんなとこで。
割と近いぞ。
It's close.
急ごう。うわ、見つかっちゃったよ。
That's a unique monster. I don't want to fight it right now. In case you're wondering, the unique monsters cannot be changed, unfortunately. They will always aggro you. So even if we had turned off enemy aggression, it wouldn't have changed anything. The monster would have still attacked us anyways. We'll probably come back later to defeat that when we get like maybe level 60 plus-ish or something. And of course get Pyra back. You'll hear me say that a lot because Pyra is such an important blade, and I just died for no reason. That's dumb. Now I'll have to run from that unique monster again. It's actually kind of annoying because now I go straight back to the beginning. But that's fine, I don't need to defeat any monsters, I'll just run away from everything again. Yes, the Enso I could have skipped. They did not found a specific plot. It was mostly the unique monster that's the real problem. Like I said, unique monsters, they will always aggress if you... they are always aggressive. They will always attack you if you get within a certain distance of them. And there's no good way of knowing where they are at all times. I think that big bird was the machine gun Julio. And also, they seem to have a really big habit of aggroing across the map. Oh great, there was no way to escape them and we just ran off the cliff again. Alright, I'm gonna be right back when I get back to this part again. I hate failing this badly. Alright, I'm back. Let's not be a failure this time and actually get to where we need to go. Speaking of which, we can just run down here. It's not even that big of a deal. Probably should have done this first. And we even have a ladder trick we can use to make him run now. In case you're wondering, yes, ladder is the most overpowered tactic in the entire game to run away from enemies from. If you use the ladder tactic, you can run away from almost any encounter in the game. It's really goofy. And we kind of need it because these enemies are being mean right now. Fortunately, there's not really a good way to know where to go here. Alright. So I came down here because there was not really a good way to go after this. Because there was like an impassable cliff that always appears here that, every time I try to go past it, I just run into something else. So, okay, there's a hidden cave in here. I'm gonna look at that a bit later, but right now I need to go towards the actual important spot. Alright. How do you even get across there? There must be a way to it that I don't know about. Okay, well, there's only one area that could be reasonably explored, so we're gonna have to go in there. Hope for the best. Sure enough, the secret zone has been found. Oh, more of these stupid hives. Alright, we found a way around them. But it's really annoying. Oh, classic game again, requiring even more wind blades again, as per usual. So, not like we haven't done this like 15 dozen times already. So annoying each time we have to do it too. This time we'll have to do it on Rex. Which also means, sorry Nia, you're gonna briefly go out of the party. Just so we can use the frickin' wind mastery to get up this frickin' area. I mean, tell you, this high jump has been like one of the worst mechanics for me to have to use right away. Because I keep on having to switch out my blades just to use that stupid air mastery to get past that one frickin' part. And then I switch back to my main blades after it's all done. Whatever. Hey, we're fine now. Okay. We seem to have found the way through. Also, speaking of which, I think the secret point might actually be 100% required, because, yeah, I don't think we can get past here without, triggering the secret point. Speaking of which, that probably doesn't make it so secret after all. I don't know. If only I had learned about this sooner, I would have probably gotten through this a lot easier. And yes, turning on enemies aggressive doesn't necessarily make every enemy aggressive. Only certain extra ones will aggro you. Speaking of which, this is where we probably have to use all of our abilities from before. So all the abilities we built up to. If you wonder why the game requires them, well, yeah, it's fairly Quips of Morytha is super bad because of that. Of course, being a blind playthrough, I have no clue what to use where, so it makes sense that I'd have to go in, check what I need, and then when I figure out that I don't inevitably have all the stuff, I need to go in, change the blades, do the feign, and then change back. It's probably the most annoying I don't know. I think the game is cool, but having to do this every few seconds, just like every few minutes or so, because you find something that doesn't work, just to activate one particular mechanic, just to get one thing done, and then having to change back after all that, ugh, it's so annoying. Obviously, if I was faster at the game, I probably would be equipping both Wolfric and Adele with ideally a higher air mastery. I think would work a lot better, but again, and I did mention this is a blind playthrough, so of course, how am I gonna know which one? Oh, speaking of which, I need to switch these two. Alright. We're just trying to get to the end here, that's all that matters. Trying to rescue Finn Pyra for like the third time, of course. This is a unique monster. You can just run around it by going to the side though. So yeah, that big... The big area that we went into, we finally found a way into this, and now we're done. And Malice is Zack here. He knows I'm alive, she's alive.
500年前に失ったものを返してもらっただけだぜ。どの道お前はあいつに会えない。まったくよ、笑っちまうぜ。だってそうだろ。あの時のサルベージャーのガキが今じゃ自信満々の面構えで俺の前に立っていやがる。当たり前だ。お前らなんかに負けてられるか。
We're not gonna lose the likes of you.
ここまで来たことだけは褒めてやるぜ。けどな。 消えろよ、小僧。
ドラ、ご主人。
That was close.
こないだもん。
気をつけな、カメちゃん。
Mel's power will destroy anything it touches.
どうにもなんねんだよな、これが。
Shield.
いや、て
Of
めえか。
course.
いや
Neo is the true secret to all this.
怖かったんだ。またあの日々が戻ってくるんじゃないかって。
Huh?
そのせいで救えたかもしれない命を。
いや
けど教えられたんだ。私は自由なんだって気づいたんだ。私が生きる意味に。熱、あんたの力が物質の消去なら、私の力は命の再生。相手に生きる力がある限り、それを増幅させて、どんな傷だって一瞬で再生させることができる。ブレイドの武器だって同じ。元は私らの体からできてるんだからね。だからレックス、みんな思いっきり生きな。
Alright. Battle time.
俺たちの力見せてやろう。
私の力を全部
セイバースラッシュ。
コンセントレーション。
He has a weakness to light, so we're gonna wanna avoid using dark on him.
ハイドロブラストトライエッジセイバースラッシュ。全に吸収
パワーシャ
相手は決めそうない任せろ。
We're mostly going to be relying on Corinne to do a lot of damage here.
ここで畳み込め。
If we can get 2 in though before Malice makes too much damage.
ハイドロブラスト。いいぞ。リデンプションはい指示されたし。
Alright.
セイバースラッシュ。
お友達ごっこだったね。いや。ストライカーエッジ。
ここで畳みかける。大丈夫。まだいけるよ。セイバースラッシュ。ハイドロブラスト。
Okay, unfortunately we can't do a combo without doing extra damage, so we'll use lightning first to trigger an electrocyclus.
セイバースラッシュ。
Oh, Zeke, why are you taking so much? Sheesh. Couldn't even get a heal out before you died. You can see the bosses are starting to get more difficult. Just because our characters have an overlevel doesn't mean we necessarily have an advantage. Mouse is still putting up a good fight here, despite all that. Of course, I don't want to wait too long. Okay, that did a bit. Alright. Okay. Okay, good. I want this to happen. Sheesh. That was a good timing of that heal. Alright, we're gonna use Steam Bomb as soon as we get a chance to. Okay, it's not letting us do it. We're gonna have to use Burnout. But that's fine, Zeke might be able to do... Oh, actually, if Zeke is gonna be nice to us, I was about to say yes, Zeke is. We could use Nuclear Blast on him, that'll do a lot, probably. Corinne's level 3 special is so cool, by the way, in case you didn't notice. There we go, nice 63k damage to Melis there. Now we're going to see if... Oh, look at that! Do you see the name of the tat? That was Minato Buster. Psyche knows. Fortunately, we do not have break in this setup, otherwise I would use it. Oh, we can't even use our blades if we really wanted to. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick heal. Alright, let's do this. I'm too tired to do anything else. Okay, we're gonna do dark on him so that his light one breaks sooner. I'm starting to learn more of these weaknesses so I know how to break these orbs sooner. He's dark again, which should guarantee that this breaks. There we go. I just realized it blinks on the one that's going to be attacked. There we go. Ah, frick. That was too slow. I hate when this happens. Especially when you get the double elemental burst, but don't get the affinity chain afterwards. That could sometimes happen where you'll miss it, like me being an idiot. So that's what's gonna happen. There we go. It's a bit better. Azami does a lot. Let's use him. Despite him resisting that, that still does a lot. Let's do Pandoria next. Normally I'd use Koren here, but that's fine. Mouse is dead, by the way. We're just using his chain attack so we get extra experience from him, and that... Wow, he gave us a whopping 15k there. That was a lot. I think this was the perfect battle to use Rex and Nia together. It really shows off what they can do. That's an annoying power. Oh, they're gonna do the level 4 special in cutscene. Look at that. This slow motion. Whoa. Oh goodness, Malice, what's happening to you? He's losing his power now, I think. The place where I belong is right here. I think that's probably a fake fall, considering we're not in chapter 10 yet. Okay, he does look dead though, but who knows. We still have to rescue Pyra. Oh, frit. Okay, this isn't over yet. This is just the first part. Surprisingly, that cutscene went quicker than I expected. Alright, Nia got some abilities unlocked from that battle. We got a whopping 50k experience from that, which gave a couple of our characters some levels. Including Morag, and I think Zeke even gained a level there too, and Rex as well. Alright. If you're wondering why I'm not using bonus experiences, because I don't want to overlevel too much. I want the aim to still feel a bit challenging. Although, with the right setup, it shouldn't really feel too challenging. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace.